Look at Mike throwing shade at me. Come on, Mike. Come and get this middleweight.
Add that and everyone's fucked.
Yeah, I fully agree. I fully agree.
Oh, there he is, looking like fucking Darth Vader.
We go. He looks like the cover of that Queen album.
He does. Yeah, just as gay. Where'd he go? What's up? Oh, you're driving, mate. How are you, mate? You well?
I'm not driving. Don't be gassing me up, Mike.
I'm not gassing you up. I wasn't trying to do that, but I just see movement in the background.
I mean, you're definitely driving.
Yeah. Do you want to call us back when you get to the destination?
I'm not going to incriminate myself any further.
Just right off the bat, what's going on with your Twitter? It's saying you got no followers these days. What's going on?
I don't know. I think I tweeted something very offensive and they blocked me.
Twitter did?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, shit. Do you have any idea what it was?
Well, he knows exactly what it was. Come on.
Mike, you know if I knew, I'd say I don't know nothing back. I was just about to, when I was come on, then I was just about to log back out though when I heard you talking about like YouTubers and stuff, mate. Come on, Mike.
Yeah. What did I do? If you'd have fucking logged on a couple of minutes before, mate, you would have heard me say, listen, I'm not after a fight with this guy.
Oh, jeez. Look at Mike throwing shade at me. Come on, Mike. Come and get this middleweight.
No. I said, listen, I'm not coming out of retirement. I'm not chasing this. But if he's serious and he's going to throw some fucking proper money on the table, then I'm not going to leave it there, am I? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for someone like you who's already been there and done it and been the champ, definitely. But I'm just getting a little bit sick of all these guys like losing focus. You wouldn't believe how many guys message me daily, like saying call them out. Because obviously I'm very good online and that, but I'm just getting sick to death of it, mate.
Yeah,
I am proper sick.
No, I know what you're saying, but it was just Audie, my manager, came back last week. And
no, but I'm not saying it about you. You're retired. If you come back and fucking do what you want, mate, you've fucking been there and done it. But we've got guys like, say for myself, example, mate, I want to be a fucking UFC world champion. I don't want money or anything until I'm a UFC world champion. Then once I've got that belt and created legacy and stuff like that, mate, you know, I don't want to be the fucking meme world champion, even though I am. I want to be the UFC world champion. So I'm just sick to death of seeing all these young guys and whatever's just calling out to YouTube star. I got no hate for Jake Paul. Fucking made an absolute killing off YouTube, and now he's making an absolute killing off whatever this call out he's doing. Fair play to the geezer. Yeah. But I think it's all the guys who are fighters in that call out who are absolute divvies, and they won't know what that means from America. Tell them what a divvy is, Mike.
It means a fucking dickhead, lad.
Fucking bed, lad. Paul Kelly.
Obviously, they're not real combat athletes, but they're bringing tons and tons of eyes to, you know, boxing, martial arts in general.
Oh, for sure, mate. Of course. Listen, of course. I'm a very, I understand, like I always look at two sides, of course, but I just really, my belief is my opinion on it all is just like, before all of that and before the money and everything, I would love to I want to be a world champion, what I got in this for. And sometimes you get like sidelined and sidetracked because people say, no, be like business minded as well as whatever and all that. And that's all good and well, but the focus has to be the belt. And some of these guys are taking their eye off the ball and like wanting to do crossovers. If it's with a boxer, for sure, yeah, but I just don't know. I just think if it's only for the money, I strongly disagree with it.
Once you get the proper success, you get the respect. I mean, you already have the respect. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about a fighter in general. Once they get the respect worldwide, and then if they can get the championship, the money, the fame, all that shit, that comes along with it anyway. And when you're trying to, I don't know, maybe take a shortcut, trying to leapfrog, whatever, because you haven't got the stones to actually fucking do it, then maybe you might call out a YouTuber. But I respect what you just said. And on that note, Darren, what is going on? First of all, Jack Manson, Marvin Vettori, you were supposed to fight Jack. Can you tell us about the injury and what happened there? And what did you think of the fight?
My knees are fucked, Mike, to be totally honest. So, the better now, I've been doing a lot of rehab and that, but I just looked at the situation this way. I just thought, right, I've just done 5 rounds with the former world champion. He beat me fair and square, you know, just by a smidge. You know, 1 takedown in the 5th round might have just secured it for him. But I don't feel like I got out of second gear. I feel like if I would have stepped it up more, I definitely would have stopped him. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm very humble and I'm very understanding. Yep. He beat me fair and square. And the second thing was, I didn't want to like be going into another fight with like a top level guy like Jack, for instance, 50% the way I have done on a lot of fights. You know, I'm not one ever for excuses. I'm never have gave an excuse ever in my life, never will. But next year, I'm not one of these guys who'll say next year's the year for me, because I feel like it's just proper cliche stuff. But next year's the year where I've got to get that belt. I'm gonna go through anything and anyone to get it. So I didn't want to take a stupid fight and potentially cost myself, you know, what would be the belt or whatever, a step further away. So it was just a very mature decision, Mike, like never before.
Yeah, well, it definitely was a very mature decision, because, you know, you are right there. You know, I mean, I'm not telling anything, you're telling you anything you don't know. Remember, we had a FaceTime, Lewis, we were talking FaceTime recently. Darren had been out on a heavy night out, and I also was on a heavy one in a hotel room by myself in England. So we were FaceTiming, and we were having a little chat, and the pair of us were smashed. And I was telling you then, you were right.
I almost don't want to know where the story goes.
Yeah, well, you're not knowing. But no, I was trying to tell you then, because you're right there, as you said. It was 1 fucking takedown against Robert that cost you that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you go in there half-cocked, and let's say you did lose for whatever reason, then you're going to have this whole fucking rebuilding process. And I told you, if you don't mind me mentioning this, you know, and again, it's from a very humble and supportive reason. I'm saying the only thing that I can see in your game, remember I told you, I don't know if you remember or not, is adding a little bit of boxing footwork, because you're very there. I mean, you've got the takedown defense, you got all that, you got the power, you got the cardio, you got the confidence, you got everything, but you just kind of stand a little bit. And I think adding a little bit of boxing footwork with a few more angles and pivoting and shit like that, I feel add that and everyone's fucked.
Yeah, I fully agree. I fully agree.
Yeah. So is the plan to fight Marvin Vettori next?
I don't know. There's actually like a few tasty guys at the top right now to pick from. So I don't know. That Kevin Holland's looking really impressive.
How does the gorilla celebrate Christmas given his newfound world famous status?
Nah, mate. We're going away to the Lake District, mate. You know the Lake District?
Yeah.
I'm not really a Christmassy guy, to be honest with you, mate.
Is that a bad thing? Because Bisping has been saying bah humbug for a week straight, and it's making me furious. It's the only happy time of year here in the States.
Yeah, I'm just not a Christmassy guy. I don't like end the year stuff, because I don't know. I've always just been like, I get anxiety about like end the year stuff, because I don't like to think of new. I don't know. It's just always been weird for me, like end the year stuff. But I go along with it, obviously, for the missus and that. But she hates the way I am at Christmas. Like, I don't even want to put a tree up or nothing. So, you know.
Well, I mean, on the flip side, are you when the new year starts, do you sort of get motivated and like, this is a new year, this is it?
No, it's not like new year, new me or whatever, because the only thing I ever do in my life anyway is just get up and train and go to the gym. You know, obviously I like to have a little bit, I like to, you know, have a pint and that's from time to time, but that's just been my life forever. But I feel like next year I'm gonna like, I don't know, there's gonna be a few little changes, even a change what Mike said there was giving me some solid advice, and I feel like that is really gonna take me to the top speed. Like, obviously, Adesanya's a great big name and he's got all the tools, but I know they want me to be a champion from England, like Mike, because I've got all the tools. I'm not just, you know, I know I'm a good fighter, but I'm not just a good fighter. You know, I can talk, you know, I can have fun, you know, I'm a good looking bastard. No, I'm not. Just me teeth.
They look great, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, mate. They cost a lot, you know. Don't be knocking these bastards out, Marvin. Don't be knocking these out, mate. Come on.
So what's going on? You just said Marvin. In fact, fuck that. Hold on a minute. I want to know about Christmas dinner. You said you're not a Christmas Day guy, but come on, Christmas dinner. What's going on? Who's cooking? You going to your mum's? What's happening?
I'm going to my mum's. I don't miss Christmas dinner at my mum's. Yeah. She makes a blind and roast. So I think I'm going to be coming back to have Christmas dinner with my mum, and obviously my girlfriend will be taking the girls to her mother's day. They're like a big, tightly knit family. They're all about family and Christmas and everything, and so she'll be going there, and then we probably just go back up. But I'm just sort of like desperate for it all to be over now, just to start training hard again. Grundy and Tom from, who are in the UFC, they're training for fights. So I'm just eager to get in and get my fight booked.
Who's Tom Aspinall, right?
Yeah, future heavyweight world champion.
Mate, he's looking fucking good. Who's he fighting, or can you not say?
I cannot say, but it is a very good big name, so I'm happy for him.
Is that going to be on Fight Island? Probably. Yeah.
I don't know, Mike, because apparently I don't know what's happening at the Apex at Las Vegas or whatever. I don't that's actually something I don't know, truthfully. So wherever it is, I would actually like him to fight in Abu Dhabi again, because I think I think it's great over there. I actually do like it a lot.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Tom Aspinall, as you said, he is definitely. I mean, what's his ground game like? I know he's a good wrestler, and he's obviously a banging striker. He's a black belt.
If I had to give like a full analysis of his game, that's all he's dedicating to now, wrestling. Like, he wrestles like fuck, getting big guys in. He's got loads of wrestlers in. He's a black belt on the ground. He's solid, but it's just Mike, he's so good on the feet. He's so quick, so well timed, and that's it.
What does he weigh? What kind of weight is he for a heavyweight?
He's light. He's like 110.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that's why I ask. Because when I've seen him, he's a big lump. Don't get me wrong. He's bigger than me, but for a heavy,
he's huge. Yeah.
Could he get down to 205?
I don't know. I've asked him it. He just says he's comfortable at the weight. He feels like he is a little bit smaller than some guys, but he's fast and he's got power. And I remember Colin. I remember asking Colin, like, very curiously. I said, my coach Colin. I said, Col, why is he like so fast at box? He's like a boxer. I said, why is he so fast, Col? And Col said, because when he was a kid and he was bringing him up, I had him on a clicker in the ring. So every time he'd be doing pads or sparring, he had to do no more than a minimum of like 360 punches. And I was like, around? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So,
brilliant. Well, I can't wait to see him again. You mentioned Marvin Vettori, or Lewis did. So is that looking like the next fight for you, Darren? Or is nothing in the works yet?
As I said, mate, there's absolutely... everyone at the top now is just looking so good and tasty. So there's Marvin, Kevin. I don't know if he's booked with Derek. There's them. There's Costa, obviously Whittaker. There's the champ. There's the champ Adesanya. So it's tasty, mate. It's tasty. I just want to go in there and just put on an absolute performance, and then get the destined fight with Adesanya, and let's see where that goes. That's what my year's looking like.
With Izzy moving up, I mean, I'm assuming that sort of is getting everyone excited. Have you heard any talk about the interim title or anything like that?
I'll just fight for the interim, then I know Izzy's got to fight me. He knows we are destined to fight, and then that's when we're gonna make the biggest fight ever, me and him. So that's the plan.
Yeah. Well, I don't doubt that at all. And I think if he does well, he is fighting Jan Blachowicz at 205 next year. So they probably are going to bring in an interim title. Let's say you get a win in your next fight, who would you, and there was an interim title on the line. Who would be a good opponent for that, Darren?
I think all of them. I don't. This is me, mate. I don't see any of them beating me at the top. I really don't. I don't see them. Like, I'm the one who dictates the pace at striking. I hate this without saying. Because a lot of guys this is what pisses me off so much. Guys will go like, without giving any excuses, and then give 10 excuses to like fights where they lost and that. But you seen in my last fight with Whittaker, when he took me down, I was just getting back up like with ease on a busted knee. I never lost. People say like to me, oh, you lost against Masvidal because of like your severe weight cuts. And I'm like, no, man, that guy just done something that I didn't expect and knocked me clean out. Like, props to him, fair play. He was the better man. Is he a better fighter? No, I don't believe that. But he beat me on the night, and that's all there is to say. I don't see any of these guys taking me down or keeping me down, and I don't see them beating me on the feet. I truly don't. I'm just working on little things, and I just don't see them beating me.
Conor versus Poirier. How do you see that one going down?
I love Poirier. He's a nice guy, and obviously I'm a fan of Conor. Conor's striking's immense, but I just think that they both got better. I think since they fought, Conor went on that roll, and then maybe Conor's lit off the ball a little bit, and Poirier's still really been training hard. But if I look at it from a striking aspect, you don't lose that type of striking or power what Conor possesses. So I do think Conor might just have the edge on Poirier. But because Poirier works so hard and he grafts and grinds, you know, I think it all comes down to who's having the harder, shall we say, you know, camp. That's what I think it's going to come down to. But I do give Conor a little bit of the edge just because of the power.
Well, yeah, and then when you look at the first fight as well, you know what I'm saying? He's got that psychological advantage. He went out there the first time.
I remember I chatted to Poirier and I was like, you know, did Conor really get in your head? And he was like, yeah, he got in my head so bad. So I don't know whether he's going to let that happen again or not. I mean, you know, it's easier said than done, Mike. Obviously, you're famous for shit talking.
All right then. Well, I guess on that note, and thank you very much, Darren. We'll let you go, mate. Have a good Christmas, pal.
Okay.
Enjoy family. All the best. Merry Christmas, and
thank you very much.
We'll talk soon, my friend.
Lewis, have a good Christmas, mate.
Darren, you too, man. I hope you have a great time with the family, brother.
Mike, I'm sure I'll be FaceTiming you sometime over
Hey, anytime. This is Darren's new thing. When he's out pissed, he FaceTimes me with his mates. And I got to say, I fucking love it because I was in England at the time, so I was on the same time zone. And when I'm in England, America, that's fine because I'm 8 hours behind you. If you're FaceTiming at 4 a.m, I'll still be up. So, mate, I look forward to hearing from you over Christmas.
Perfect. Thank you
Nice
very
one,
much
Darren.
for having me on again.
See you, mate. Take it easy, pal.
Bye-bye.
Mate.